anyone else do this? When you wake up in the morning? Yes, we did. We woke up at 6 o'clock this morning, and I told myself I wanted to leave by 7. And we're doing good. You'd be proud of me. Welcome to Trucking with Schmidt. But when I wake up, and if I'm at a truck stop, I will circle inside the truck stop a couple of laps, or just go around a big chunk of it if it's a big truck stop, just to make sure all the juices are going to flow before we hit the interstate. You know, making sure all the air gauges are staying up, making sure all the tires are moving, making sure the truck likes to move. Because right now it's cold. It's really cold. We're in the single digits, but I don't know an exact temperature. We're en route for somewhere in Iowa, Boynton. I think it's Boynton, Iowa. And we have a lot of kilograms. It's in kilograms, and I forgot to check what it is in pounds, worth of some kind of feed supplement coming out of Indianapolis, Indiana. I'll get you better details when I'm more awake, but I just figured I'd show you guys this little thing I do. Because I will circle around the truck stop just to make sure everything's flowing and everything's working good. But sometimes you don't have that option, but luckily we do, because we're in Center Point, Iowa right now, and it's a really big parking area at this Casey's. I forgot how annoying having a radio can actually be. It's not annoying, you just gotta keep tuning out that squelch, but yet tune it just right to where you can hear everybody chitter chattering that you want to hear. We're at Rockwell City, Iowa exit off of Highway 20. Sparky's is just right over there. I don't need to go there. I just needed to pull off the interstate and just get up, stretch a little bit. We're about 160 miles into our day with 120 miles left till we reach our destination. That wind is kind of brutal. As you guys can see, I do have my anti-wind blocker on my door. If you missed that video, you're going to have to go back and laugh at me, check on it. But it works pretty slick. I mean, Kenworth W900, they're just, that's one of their design flaws, is that door. It just leaks air no matter how good the seals are. Another design flaw that I really don't like is the curtains. If you guys recognize, First Class doesn't have any curtains in it. I took them out. They're in really good shape, but they're not designed for the tall person. You see, the rail for the curtain is right here. This is the rail for the curtain. Let's follow it down. We are straight. You see how it's not made for the tall person? These seats would have to be up to about right there, which would actually put it very not comfortable at all, because the seats would be up too far. But on that same note, since Opie doesn't ride with me anymore, it would be okay to have curtains in here and have them all zipped up, because there's no really reason to heat the back of the sleeper. I would keep the fan on low back here, but with all the air leaks in this sleeper all the way around with no insulation, it can get kind of chilly back here, and that wind just goes forward into the cab. But that curtain setup just wouldn't work. I don't know why they just didn't do a straight design from one side to the other versus following the window line or the sleeper line and going all the way in towards the cockpit of the tractor. Toaster strudels. They're pretty good. I like them. Into what I think is Sioux Rapids, Iowa, and we're on Highway 71 heading north. They're ice fishing back there. It's something how much colder the climate is. Gosh, I don't know how far we are from home right now, but we're north of Highway 3. Anytime you get north of Highway 3 here in Iowa, it's completely different weather systems that hit this area for some reason. Let me check. We're only 78 miles from home to right here in Sioux Rapids, and it's cold. It's cold back home, but they're ice fishing. We couldn't go ice fishing right now back home. Quite something. I can tell what the temperature is outside just by looking over at the temperature gauge of my engine coolant temp. We need to close the winter front up some more. Oh yeah, and my air system's froze up. Just those back bags. Here, let's turn here. It's not completely, well, yeah, it is froze back there. You can always tell when you hit a bump. We hit a bump and it was a little bit more solid. I looked down at my gauge for my airbags back there, and it's not depleted out of air, so I haven't been driving it without air, but it is definitely not building air. Yeah, she's dropping. Dang it. Last night I told myself, hey Kurt, you should probably dump some airline antifreeze in there and make sure she doesn't freeze up. I wasn't expecting -6-degree weather though, and that's where we're sitting right now. We're coming into Spencer. We need to find a place out of the wind, and I think we found it. We're as much out of the wind as we're going to be out of the wind. Dang it. I don't know what's going on back there. I really don't. It's the only part that freezes up is that leveling valve back there. Everything in the front stays good. Brakes stay good. Just that leveling valve freezes up every winter. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to get out. We got to drain all the air out of the system. We're going to dump this into the rear air tank that feeds the back of the truck, cycle it through a few times, and we'll thaw it out. And if it doesn't, we'll take the torch to it. I don't think it's that froze because it's still getting some air. There's been times I carry a little torch with me where she's been froze solid back there. And I have to take that torch, go back there, and get it unfroze. Oh, you know what? I think oh, never mind. I thought I had my big fluffy warm hat in here. The one I used to wear back when I started YouTube. I could have swore that was in here. Where in the world would I have taken, why would I have taken that out? You know, I really need to get a hold of Trucker Josh Vlogs up in Canada. I love the winter front on his truck. He uses, it's got like 4 different squares to it. They open and close nice. And I really like his winter front. I hate that one. I don't hate it, but I just don't like it. I'd like his. I need to get a hold of him. Whew. It is cold. Holy smokes, it is cold. This next part could be kind of ugly. You better wait in here. A lot has happened since we spoke last. For one thing, always carry this in your truck. Loosen it up to where there's no chance of it leaking, because if you smell like a really sweet smell while you're going down the road, it's because this is leaking. So always loosen it up to where that valve isn't being pressed down. Well, we know it's getting air, not with the torch, but with my fingers. You guys remember a video a while back where I said don't touch frozen airlines. I touched a frozen airline and it broke, so I had to lay under the truck and fix said airline. It's chilly. I whine that it's cold. I know, guys. Everybody up north is way colder. I know. But then, so I'm like, okay, we're getting air. You should be building. So then I fixed those airlines. I'm like, you're still not building air. Took the torch and I burned the living crap out of that freaking ride height thing. It's a ride height selector. I'll show you when we unhook from the trailer later. I cooked her, and the minute you could tell, the minute whatever was in there, the ice pack that was in there, you could tell the minute. It just goes nothing, nothing, nothing. It whoosh, and the bag started airing up and everything. So we're fixed. We're gonna be later than what I thought, but we're only about an hour from there now. There they are. If you missed my last video, when they put the seal on this trailer, they seal it like it's gold. I'm assuming they do that because we were, I don't know, in Indianapolis. Who knows? But it's like a bolt. Bigger than well, it's bigger than a padlock. Look at this thing. Look at that. Yeah, okay. I doubt if they even locked this building where it's going into, and you're sealing it that good in a trailer. If you're wondering what's in the trailer, IntelliBond. I don't know. Something for animal feed, because every time I haul it, I bring it to feed mills. But this one is awesome. I like this style. Pick a spot, any spot, back it in. Can you see it? It's pepperoni, if you're wondering. I kind of like cheese pizza, but today I went pepperoni. Okay, so today, right now, we're going to be en route for Sioux City, which is about 70 miles from where we're sitting right now. We're in Sheldon, Iowa, just off of Highway 60. Once we get to the city, we'll kick this wagon off, and then we'll go home. That's the plan. That means these 70 miles should just fly by, right? Most likely not. I will say, though, I am going to swing by the truck wash there in Sioux City and see how long the line is, because first class, I really don't want to park it with this much salt on it. But if the line is more than a truck, they take about an hour 15 minutes per truck. So if there's any line at all, she's just going to be covered in salt, and that's just going to be the way it is. Holy Christmas tree. I always wonder if people in Kansas actually know how nice they have it. They use asphalt or blacktop for their highways down in Kansas. And some of them get some holes. You gotta dip and dive a little bit, but they're all smooth. Up here in the northern states, they haven't quite realized that you can't use concrete on the ground. You get the frost, the thaw, the frost, the thaw, and it just heaves like crazy. That Highway 60 that we're on right now, we're on 75 right now, just going through Hinton. And I tell you what, every single crack in that road where they cut for relief cracks was ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. That's all it was. That whole way, probably for about 50 miles, just ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. Oh, here we go. Like this lovely thing. Try not to make my viewers sick. Put that in. Are you all the way in? There you go. You are. All right. Now my battery will stay charged. My tiny little space heater in there will keep the inside of the cab around 40 degrees. Keeps everything from freezing, my food and such. And we're in good shape. I will show you all that stuff at some point in time, but, well, that's a warm weather thing to do. And right now is not warm weather. I'm going to go inside, take a nice warm shower, cuddle up on the couch, and probably watch some Wheel of Fortune. Jax, you got to stop crapping, man. Well, not stop crapping, but what? This is a walkway. Why can't you go find somewhere else to do your business? Why has it got to be right beside the sidewalk? Huh? Opie. Opie. Where you going? You see his nice little dirt patch? I've always told you guys he lets me know where I need to plant new grass come spring. The yard is basically dirt. That ball, that's what it's from, is that ball. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If not, I don't even know if there's a dislike button on YouTube anymore, but if there is, you hit that button and you hit it hard. But if you did like it, hit that like button, and if you think you might be able to follow this boring old truck driver around, hit that subscribe button. You guys stay safe, and as always, I'll see you next time.